We've all been there. You're playing records, you're grooving, you're having a good time, and you know exactly what track should come next. The only problem is, you don't know where it is. So you search, you flip through record after record, trying to find the coveted track. You start to panic a little bit. You can't find it, so you search some more. You flip a little bit faster. You still can't find it. The panic sets in even more. I know it's here somewhere. You keep searching over and over and over, record after record, but they're not the right one. And then it happens. Your track runs out.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
It didn't have to be like this. Record organization is super important. Without knowing where certain tracks are, you're gonna spend more time looking for them than actually playing. And that kind of ruins the fun in a lot of different ways. So today I want to talk about how I organize all of my records, and we're gonna throw it over the Discord and see how other people organize theirs. But before that, like always, you can check out my records alongside DJ Jaded's and Jamie Darnell's on our weekly all vinyl drum and bass stream every Sunday, noon Pacific. Link is down below. Currently, I have over 1,000 drum and bass records, and while that's a lot to some people and that's practically nothing to others, I needed something that helped my brain understand where everything is and how to be able to find it the fastest. The way I do it is very simple, and while these are 99% drum and bass, it can work for any genre. I simply just do alphabetical by label, then chronological by release.
It's simple.
This way, instead of remembering where certain tracks are, all I have to remember is the alphabet, which I'm pretty close to having down. If I want to play something on RAM, I'll just go straight to the R's. If I want to play something on Breakbeat Science, I go to the B's. With having it set up like this, all I really need to know is what tracks are on what labels. I don't necessarily need to know the track names or the artist. I just need a mental note in my head that this track is on that label. But if for some reason I don't know what label it's on, I have every record here cataloged on Discogs. So if I don't know what label it's on, I can search the artist, I can search the track name, I can search anything that will help me identify it, tell me what label it's on, and then go to the shelves and find it. And if I don't know the label or the artist or the track name or the EP title or anything else that I can use to identify it, well then I'm pretty f***ed. This method really works because I like to nerd out. And I like to know the track titles, the artist name, the alias they've used to made it, the label it's on, the catalog number, all of that nerd stuff. If you're not someone who loves the ins and outs of everything involved in the record, then this probably won't work for you. Now that we have my system out of the way, let's throw it over to the Discord and let's see what everyone else said. First up, we got my man Kato Potato, who was also nice enough to add some pictures in here. I've had mine organized by feel flavor. Not the most methodical approach, but it's worked for me thus far. If my collection had more variety outside of D&B and its derivatives, I'd probably take a much different approach. The feel, flavor, vibe way of organizing is definitely something I started out with. I would just lump records where they felt like they would go. You know, my Tester records would go next to Sound Murderer. My Renegade Hardware would go next to Ram. And it would get kind of more abstract, like this one's green, that one's yellow. Put them together because they look good together. Now, next up, we got Druid, who you see occasionally on the stream. Link is down below. He says, so far, I have things organized loosely by genre. As I get more D&B, I think I'll keep it apart by subcategories that blend well. Say jazzy, liquidy, jungly, hardcorey, garage, smashy, etc. My old classical stuff is kept apart based upon subcategories like that, and it works well for me. Right on. Like I said, I had very similar organizing, but the more records I got, the more I needed a concrete structure so I could find things easier. And then I have to split from the Discord real quick. Myself, Jamie Darnell, and DJ Jaded, who you see every weekend on our all vinyl drum and bass stream. We have a group text and we talk all the time about what we want to do the following Sunday for stream, what we want to cook, all that jazz. So I asked them directly, how do you guys organize your records? And DJ Jaded started it off with, I prefer to organize by main genre like house, breaks, techno, D&B, jungle. And those are then organized by label. A lot easier for me to have all my breaks in one section, D&B in another, etc. Kind of like a record store. Sweet, and that's kind of like what I have, except My bottom shelf, which I showed earlier of all the miscellaneouses, is just a mishmash of everything that's not drum and bass. I keep saying I'm gonna organize it, but I never do. And then Jamie came in with
by genre and then alphabetical. Some stuff I do by label, like all my RAM, hardware, things I have a lot of from one label are all together but still alphabetical. Like RAM is an R.
And I asked, so like I have it, and he responded with,
but I have things kind of in a few genres for my D&B. Jungle together, liquid kind of stuff together, hip-hop remixes together, compilations together. Alphabetical by artist, I can't remember all the individual labels.
Like you.
Well, Jamie, maybe you should start remembering labels. Along with my Discord, I also threw it over to the 1134 Discord, and one of the responses I got was from Harakiri Tiger, who says, basically by vibe. I got the chillest stuff on the left, and it gets harder moving to the right. And that again is split by stuff that's more jungle, D&B, IDM, or hardcore, so every vibe has a square or row sorted chill to rough. Once I got some more shelf space, I'll sort further, for example, raga, drum funk, deep stuff, etc. I'm someone who generally likes to not know most of my tunes too well, which makes having them sorted by vibe quite crucial to finding stuff that fits together. And for records that have more than one vibe on it, I was thinking of making a system where I slap a little post-it and an assigned vibe color on the cover so those won't be forgotten and I can quickly see what else is on that disc. Only recently I've collected enough records where sorting actually becomes an issue, so it's going to take some more time to proper evaluate the practicality of the system, but I think that's a quite decent solution for me. That is a decent solution indeed. I really like that system and I like the idea of putting post-it notes. That's something I've wanted to do on mine because I don't have every style memorized. So just a quick something on the cover, on the plastic sleeve, so I'm not writing on the cover, would quickly let me know if it's gonna fit with what I'm already playing, or would it be a good transition to something else. And finally, we have the best advice from the one and only Triple Overhead. I'm never organized, send help. So there we have it, a bunch of different ways of how to organize your records. Now, I used the clickbait title of something, the best way to organize your records, but that's the best way for me. There's gonna be a best way for you, a best way for Jamie, a best way for everybody else. Whatever helps you be able to figure out where your tracks are faster, then that's the best system for you. But what do you think? How do you organize your records? Let me know down below. Check out all the socials, do the YouTube stuff, the stuff you know. Thanks for watching. Peace. Hi. What?
What are you doing?
I'm recording a video.
Are you gonna work on it when you're done?
Yep. What's all over your face? Of course. What should I tell them? What should I tell them? Okay. Okay. You gotta leave me alone so I can do it.
Why can't I tell them to subscribe?
You just did.